Hey friends, my name is Jake. Welcome to Canadian Cutting Edge, and today we've got a package from Knives of France. It's a knife store in the United States, and they sell French knives. There's their logo, a rooster. Classic French emblem. I've got two knives in here. I've bought one knife from them before, and I liked it so much that I'm getting more. KnivesOfFrance.com, like I said, is a fairly young store. You can save 10% when you shop there, and you spend over 50 US dollars. So you just need coupon code CCE to save a bunch of money. Do you want to see what's in here? So do I. Let's get to the tabletop. All right, here's the package and the Bronte, the Sun-Cut Bronte that did the unboxing of this the other day. I've been liking this knife ever since. I really wish it had higher end steel. I don't mind 9CR18. It's quite a good steel, but I wouldn't mind if it was made in even better steel because that's a fun knife. All right, so we can put that to the side. I don't think we'll use it again. Got my packing list. Yeah. Oh, well packed. Yeah, very well packed. Oh, I gotta pick up those little things. Bandit likes to eat these. Yeah, I do have to fix that exposure. Let's see. There we go. That'll be better. So, two knives, and they're both from OSABO, the brand name, I believe. Yes, they are. The other Knives of France knife that I reviewed, the OLIGHT, I'm not sure exactly how to say it. I didn't do well in French. Was also a OSABO knife. Let's go with, let's see, which one is which? I'm going to look on the box because I want to open the Vendetta last. And the Alpin is, where do we got here? The Vendetta has the bone, so that's for last. Let's open this guy first. This is the Alpin. It's a knife style that's been around for about 100 years, if I remember my history correctly, because I did look up this knife, but I don't remember exactly. And it comes in several ways. This is a slip joint version. I believe they've got a liner lock version of this knife as well. Chestnut handle scales, unfinished, so you can finish them however you want or just leave them natural. A nail nick slip joint, typical back spring classic knife, which is most of what OSABO makes is classic knives. Look at that. It should remind you, if you're familiar with open L knives, then yeah, this looks somewhat similar to an open L knife, a very similar kind of blade shape, but it's a back spring slip joint. 12C27 stainless steel, I believe. Most of their lower priced knives have 12C27. Let's see if it says on here. Oh, this is just a map of the different types of knives in the different regions. The Alpin comes here from eastern France, a little bit closer to, the south than it is to the north, but on the eastern kind of side. By the mountains. The English word alpine, Alpin. Yes, that's what we're talking about. So nice strong back spring, not over strong, so it's not too hard to close it. The one big thing to remember, these are classically made, so don't let it slam shut. If you let it just slam shut under its tension, you're going to harm your cutting edge. And this is very thin. Yeah, of course it's 12C27, it says right there. It's very thin behind the edge. So this is going to be a very good slicer and cutter. You have to be very careful when you're doing piercing though, because it's a slip, right? So the Alpin, I like the end of the handle here. Feels good in hand. That's a nice looking knife, if I say so myself. Now, this knife is the Vendetta. Now, the Vendetta is a knife design that one of my viewers told me about a year ago. And he's the reason why I found Knives of France. One of my viewers, I'm sorry, I've forgotten what his name is. One of my viewers told me when I was saying, you know, I bought some Spanish knives and German knives, and I was saying I want more knives from around the world. And he told me that he really likes the Vendetta from France. And what we've got is another slip joint. And there you go. It's also made by Le Sabot here, but it doesn't have the brand name. Here it says Le Sabot or Au Sabot. In French, you know, it depends on how you're using the word. You say O or Le. So it's got that brand name right here, but the blade name, it has a guy with a, I forget what that's called, the way they tie it on their head. Anyhow, another slip joint, another full flat grind, and it's got a little bit of a guard, which is kind of nice. And Vendetta, you know, the English word Vendetta, yeah, it's that word. And that tells you a little bit about this knife, maybe. We've got some spine filing work. It's pretty minor filing work. Let me see. Maybe it's etching work. I think it's file work. I think it's file work of some kind. The other one doesn't. This one is a little bit more money than the other one. You can get it in bone. You can get it in horn. Probably in some different kind of wood. This comes several different kind of materials as well, not just wood, and certainly not just chestnut. And I thought I'd get the bone, and yeah, that bone looks pretty nice. I remember when I was a kid, some of the early knives that my dad got me, a couple of them had bone handles. I haven't had a bone handle knife, a new one, in a lot of years. I've forgotten how nice they feel. Of course, they're totally one of a kind because each piece of bone grows differently, right? That's quite comfortable. You know, the flat black back keeps your hand engaged so you know exactly what direction that blade is at all times. Flat sides, of course. On this side, you can see a little bit. Yeah, you can see where the pin is. That goes right through there for the pivot. On this side, you can't see it though. Yeah, it's pretty safe. You can't get at that tip with your fingers. Of course, this one neither. That one's nice and safe. So the Alpin and the Vendetta. I'll include some pictures, if I haven't done so yet, of the other versions of this knife that they have. And in the details down below, I'll have the links. I'll have the coupon code listed again. It's just CCE for Canadian Cutting Edge. And I will review these knives this spring sometime. Well, it depends on when you call spring. It might be late winter. Technically, it'll be spring in just a few days. 10 days or so, it'll technically be spring, unless I got it totally wrong. I forget. We are in the middle of March right now. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with these. They've got a bevel and then like the main bevel and then just a micro bevel at the edge. Both of these are sharpened that way. It's the main bevel and a micro bevel. You know, just same way as Opinel does, and that's another French company. So there you go. Thanks for watching this unboxing. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And remember, friends, always cut towards your chum, not your thumb. Bye for now.